Yes, come on in. Welcome to Conversations with the Chancellor. I am Clay Mercer, and we're going to talk about all of the happenings on and around the campus of Elizabeth City State University with the one and only guy that can give us the inside scoop on what's happening here, Dr. S. Keith Hargrove Sr. Chancellor, welcome to your show.
It's always a pleasure to be here and share the great things that's happening at ECSU.
Well, Chancellor, there are about 42 million different ways that we can start this conversation, but let's begin with the Founders Day convocation. Back on March 13th, we celebrated 135 years of Elizabeth City State University, and it was a wonderful celebration. So many people from the community came on campus to celebrate with us. Chancellor, I know you had a great time. Talk about your experience. 135 years is a great history of this university. And that was really a special moment where ECSU celebrated the 135th anniversary of this wonderful university back on March 13th. Chancellor, it was a special moment. Of course, you were the keynote speaker for this event. How special was it for you just to see everybody that arrived and was just there to kind of celebrate what this university has been?
Yeah, it was a great event, mainly because we had an opportunity to recognize our founders for the university. 135 years of academic excellence for the university, recognizing Hugh Kell, P.W. Moore, and Dr. Bias, who really led this university at the beginning of its founding and really set the stage for providing an institution that started for and founded for preparing teachers, but has evolved to be one of this state's, I believe, best universities, and expand into a number of academic programs that we deliver as well. And also the opportunity that we were able to recognize our Bias family as well for their contribution to the institution. And as you said, I was the keynote speaker. It was an opportunity for myself to share a vision for the university, but also recognize that the importance of HBCUs, the importance of Elizabeth City State University as we ascend for the next 5 years with our strategic plan. So fantastic event, well attended, and just really a really great experience for the community and the university to celebrate 135 years of existence.
Wow, it was really wonderful just to see so many people from the community here on campus celebrating with us. If you want to see pictures, stories, and so much more, just go to our website, ecsu.edu. You can also find us on social media at ECSU Vikings. Also, during that keynote address, there was a special announcement that was told that you were going to make a special announcement. Everybody was wondering, what could it be? What is this that he's going to say? And when you said it, I heard the oohs and ahs in the crowd and the applause. It was an outstanding announcement, and it was so great for the university and our future. And you talk about it, philanthropist Ms. Mackenzie Scott making a second donation to ECSU. Chancellor, talk a little bit about how this happened and what it does for the university's future.
Well, first of all, I certainly have to acknowledge Mackenzie Scott and that tremendous philanthropic gift made to the university. It is the second gift. Almost 6 years ago, a gift of 15 million given to the university that was smartly invested, and part of the funds were allocated to an endowment, and we benefited from that. But this amazing $42 million, it is the largest dollar per student gift from Mackenzie Scott of all the HBCUs that have been allocated within the last year. It says a lot, I believe, about the university, where it is, and its future, and probably more important, with regard to ECSU, its vision, the kind of students that are here, the strategic plan that's laid out. I like to believe confidence in the leadership, our faculty, our staff, everything that this university has done within the last 5 years since the previous award. It's an acknowledgement of being great stewards of the past gift, and Mackenzie Scott making another tremendous investment, almost 3 times the amount of the previous gift. And Those funds will be allocated in a couple of endowments as well to help to support the university and its operations. Endowment for faculty, obviously an endowment for student scholarships as well, but also the opportunity to invest in the infrastructure of the university. And that's everything from housing to athletics and to other operations that enhance the student experience, that enhances the student experience here at ECSU. And I can't be thankful enough for the confidence of the McKinsey Scott organization making that investment. And I can assure you, we will also be great stewards of this $42 million. I associate that 42, I think that was the same number for Jackie Robinson when he started playing baseball. But it's just that significant as well as this investment at the university. And I'm looking forward to allocating and putting that money in the right places that elevate the institution. We have a great board of trustees who will help us identify and the right places where those funds could be used to raise the profile of ECSU. So it's an amazing time and a great gift, and we are very grateful.
Well, Chancellor, it's so interesting that you bring up athletics because that's where we're getting ready to move into. And there was something that happened in Baltimore late February that was just an outstanding event. The CIAA men's and women's basketball tournament is always wonderful. And this year, I know it was even better because this is your first time as Chancellor being a part of this event. You had a lot to do in Baltimore. There were events outside of what was happening in the arena. Tell us a little bit about your experience in Baltimore.
Yes, let me tell you, that was an amazing week. I was there from Sunday to Sunday, and it was just a celebration. Surely we were there for a tournament, basketball tournament for the CIAA, but it was indeed a celebration. And it was my very first experience, and I enjoyed every minute of it. It was an opportunity for myself to meet a lot of the alums in the Baltimore, Washington, D.C. area, to really get to know some of the other schools that are part of the CIAA. Obviously, all the other presidents and chancellors were there as well. So that camaraderie came out, as well as talking with the commissioner of the CIAA and meeting other coaches as well. So truly an amazing event. But also we had a luncheon and several other activities where we celebrated our achievements on the basketball court. Unfortunately, we didn't get that far or deep into the tournament, but they played well. But more importantly, our athletes did perform well. For example, Donovan Flamer, he was recognized as Rookie of the Year, which tells you as a freshman the prospects for the team in the future. We also had an athlete also make the Rookie of the Year team as well. So that's pretty amazing. That's right. And then our amazing students that we have here at the university, Miss Jasmine Burks, Miss ECSU became first runner-up for Miss CIAA, major achievement as well. And so, again, athletics, as well as demonstrating what our students are doing on and off the court as well. It was just simply an amazing celebration. I used to live in Baltimore for a number of years, and coming back home, so to speak, was good. But I tell you, that was such an amazing week. I can't wait for CIAA 27.
Well, this is a man who knows a lot about Charm City. It was a great time there. Of course, ECSU men's and women's basketball, not just on the court, but they excelled in the classroom too. So wonderful job by our teams. And of course, we followed them. And if you want to see more from their experience at the CIAA basketball tournament, you can go online to ECSUVikings.com and see all the great stories there. Chancellor, as we continue on here on Conversations with the Chancellor, as you talked about before, campus projects, there's always something new happening on campus, and we're looking forward to seeing what the future holds. You have any updates on what's taking place right now on campus as far as not only the buildings and some of the projects, but some of the initiatives that are upcoming?
Yeah, I would say again, anytime construction is happening, that's a sign of progress. And certainly that's the case on campus. So there are a number of roadways throughout the campus that's currently under renovation. I think it will help with traffic flow.
I think so.
And it also contributes in a lot of ways to safety and security of the campus. You will see a lot of green space that's been prepared for the campus to really improve the campus atmosphere for our students as they walk to and from classes as well as to their residence hall. I will also say the Chancellor's residence is ready to be moved in, and I'm looking forward to that. It's recognized as the Chancellor's residence, but it belongs to the university, and so I'm looking forward to moving in and settling in into that residence as well. And then the Vaughn Center is on, I think, about to enter the second phase of its renovation. There'll be 3 phases, and so we did the court and everything. So now the outside where people come into the Vaughn Center, that's undergoing some major renovation as well. So phase 2 and then phase 3 will consider some exterior factors as well. So, we're putting athletics first, but also academics as well. And so there is some investment also in the academic space in terms of labs and places like that. We just received a $250,000 grant to help support some of the academic initiatives that the university is doing. And so those true investments to enhance the student experience, supported by our dedicated faculty and staff, all contributes to a campus environment that's part of our strategic plan by creating a great place to live, work, and learn.
I love that.
And so that's one of our objectives, and we're focused on creating that type of environment.
Yeah, well, I'm excited to hear about these green spaces. See, our students may be doing some picnicking out there on the green space and in the grass. That
Yes,
sounds wonderful
indeed.
to me. Some great projects, and again, you can go to our website, ecsu.edu, to get more information about the future of this university. Chancellor, on March 18th, WRVS-FM celebrated 40 wonderful years of service to Northeastern North Carolina and ECSU. And I wanted to just bring some awareness to this because I think a university having a radio and television station and being able to tell the narrative day in and day out of this wonderful university is such a plus for ECSU.
Yeah, when I got here, I was totally shocked to see the impressive facilities that we have here for radio and TV. And you're right, not many universities have that. And I think ECSU benefits from that in 3 ways. One, it's an opportunity to share what's happening on the campus and the community. 2, it provides an opportunity for our students to learn a little bit more about the area. And then 3, I think the opportunity to share, just like this particular event, to put on shows that help people in different kinds of ways, not only just sharing about what's happening at Elizabeth City, but also sharing information that may be helpful to our listeners and our viewers as well. So I think that's really, really great. It's also, when it comes to the community, it's been a great service, and I just want to commend you because I think you're one of the best announcers when it comes to athletics, on how the radio show not only records but even broadcasts games of the week, things that are happening at our local high school, the media day, basketball tournaments. We had one at the Vaughn Center as well. And then several events that happens either by the university and also within the community. The radio, TV and radio station provides that platform to share that information. And I think that's a very positive thing. It enhances the credibility and the resources and the commitment that the university has in terms of training and preparing individuals to go in this field. And so I'm just want to give you your props and your amazing team for what you guys do every day and providing this platform for those voices to be heard.
Well, Chancellor, as always, we thank you and the team for your support of what we do, and your support is major. Coming up March 30th through April 3rd, we have Success Fest. It's our annual membership drive where we're asking you to become a member of the radio station just by making a donation to keep us here for 40, 50, 60 more years. It'll be a beautiful thing. You can get more details about the membership drive online at WRVS899.com. Well, Chancellor, we've come to the end of this segment, but of course, we've got another one, and you always bring a wonderful special guest with you. We're going to have the Chancellor interview that special guest coming up next here on Conversations with the Chancellor.
Greetings and welcome back to Conversations with the Chancellor. I'm Dr. S. Keith Hargrove, and I serve as the 8th Chancellor for Elizabeth City State University. We have a great opportunity to learn more about some of the fantastic and amazing activities and events that's happening on the campus this month as well as the month of April. And today we have a very special guest with us, Mr. Robert Boone, who serves as Special Assistant to the Chancellor. And today we're going to learn a lot more about some of the great events and activities that are happening on campus during the month of April. Mr. Robert Boone, glad to have you here.
Thank you, sir.
Good. Can you tell us a little bit more about your role and just how you really make the Office of the Chancellor really work in planning and activities and things that go on to help support the university?
Absolutely. Well, thank you for having me, first of all. Happy to be here. Robert Boone, Special Assistant to the Chancellor. This is kind of awkward talking to my boss here, the Chancellor. But
a little bit.
We're happy to be here. So my role, let's start with that. I am the Special Assistant to the Chancellor, which I kind of put into 3 buckets. Of course, all things operations, Chancellor strategic priorities, the liaison to the Board of Trustees. So that's a fun role, so I get to work closely with the Chancellor and also...
May I add, you do a great job of that.
Oh, I appreciate it. I try. The chair of the Board of Trustees. And also, again, like I said, all things operations. And so kind of do a lot of everything as far as strategic priorities is also. So last year, this time, I was focused on strategic plan development when you first came in. This year, we're focused on installation. So it's a pretty cool role because you kind of get to do a lot of everything depending on what's going on. So it's really exciting. Viking Fest is an exciting time of the year. A lot of alums and students look forward to Viking Fest. It's a really exciting time where the alums come back, students get to have this week of festivities. We're also kind of like a spring fest. That Saturday we have like a blue and white game planned at Roebuck Stadium, different events throughout the week. And so this time Viking Fest will look a little different. So we'll have more to be shared with that. So we'll be take place in Viking Fest. Viking Fest will be taking place in Roebuck Stadium on Saturday, which will be something different for the campus community, but I think it's going to turn out really well. So we'll look forward to sharing more about that with the campus community at a later date. Also, we'll have our Day of Giving on April 9th. So that'll be also, again, another opportunity for alums and community members, faculty and staff to engage with the institution to give back. Those funds will be used to support scholarships.
Excellent, excellent.
Absolutely.
So I'm looking forward to that as well. And so you spoke of the Day of Giving, and it's an opportunity for really all friends, family, alums to make a contribution, or shall I say invest in ECSU. For one, for our alumni to give, I think it signals confidence or investment in the university. I always think that's good. It also shares that those that are alums believe in their institution,
yes,
which sends a signal to corporations and nonprofits to make a contribution.
Right.
Nothing is a better reflection of that than our recent McKinsey Scott gift of $42 million.
I agree.
And then secondly, this Day of Giving is also support for our students through way of scholarships or whatever the case may be to help with retention, and more importantly, to help support them move toward graduation.
Absolutely.
So when we think of that Day of Giving, big picture, and you as an alum, you can reflect on that.
That is true.
Tell me how you think that really impacts from a student perspective by getting support from our external communities as well as alums.
Absolutely. It's a really big deal. So you think about Day of Giving, you're really looking at 24 hours. So usually we have a goal we set, and we try to raise that goal within those 24 hours. But again, set those focus on scholarships to support students. So you're thinking about the students we serve, a lot of them coming from Tier 1 counties, a lot of first-generation students, and sometimes that gap funding is all they need to continue.
Yes.
So when we're thinking about student success and graduation, all of those dollars really count. And so we'll have that day focused on just raising funds for scholarships. There'll probably be some competitions between Greek organizations and different classes. It'll be a really good day, but those funds really go a long way and really change lives for students. So looking forward to your support for the event.
Yes. Well, I plan to make my investment as
Me
well.
too, absolutely.
So that's great. That's gone.
I love it.
So I'm also excited about our upcoming Viking Fest. I've never had that experience here by being Chancellor only the last 8 months. And Viking Fest is also going to look a little different. As Chancellor, the safety and security of everyone on this campus, certainly our students, is priority one for myself. And serving as Chancellor, I'm looking forward to celebrating that particular event. Also, on April the 24th, the installation of myself. So can you share a little bit about, because I know, being special assistant to the Chancellor, you do an amazing job planning these events.
I appreciate
So
it.
for Viking Fest and for the installation, how are we doing on the planning of both of those events?
Man, it's a lot, but we're moving forward. There's a lot
Right.
going on, but it's good time. So Division of Student Affairs, they're leading Viking Fest, so they're moving right along with those events. We actually have a team meeting tomorrow to kind of plan out these things and kind of solidify what's going on with that installation. The same thing, we meet weekly to keep that moving forward. But we're really looking forward to April 24th, the installation of our Chancellor, which Bill again make it official.
Yeah.
And so we're looking forward to that. So installation week actually will kick off April 22nd. And so we'll have a clergy prayer breakfast to kick off the event, and then we'll have different events throughout the week. But we're really looking forward to that. We'll have also the scholarship gala, which is also what I call the big bang, the event at the end that'll kind of end everything off. And so you can find more information about installation ecsu.edu/installation.
Yes. Well, I'm looking forward to both of those events.
Me too.
Certainly Viking Fest, which is a community event,
Yes.
but also for our faculty, students, staff to all enjoy all the activities that lead up to that.
Absolutely.
I like to go back. Good question. I like to go back to the installation gala. So we have the installation, sometimes called investiture, different other terms. But this gala is really important.
It is.
Because the gala is participants, friends, and alums who really want to make a contribution to the university.
Yes.
And that contribution could go any way that the person who makes the contribution chooses to do so. Could be restricted, it could be unrestricted. And we want all of our contributors to know and recognize that in terms of donation.
Absolutely.
Whether you're a major corporation like Amazon or Procter & Gamble, or even a local company like Centera Hospital.
Yes.
Those contributions and participation in the gala are significant to impact our students at the university.
Right.
Tell us just a little bit more about the impact
Yes.
that would have.
Yes, that's absolutely true. So this is a fundraising gala, so we'll say that scholarship gala on April 25th in the R.L. Vaughn Center, which is 7 p.m. But yeah, it's a really good opportunity for us to again raise additional funds for our students. And so we typically have our foundations scholarship gala in March. This year we decided to postpone that to next year to kind of have the scholarship gala in April with the installation. So that still be same focus, raising scholarships for students. Still opportunities for, like you said, corporations, businesses, local businesses to be involved to kind of sponsor this event if they choose to do so, with of course different levels of sponsorship levels and different I guess what you call perks to go with each group, but definitely more information on the website regarding that, but opportunities for them to get involved, to support the institution, to support students, to support scholarships, and pretty much just really have a good time that night on April 25th.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm very much looking forward to that.
Me
My
too.
very first gala.
Me too.
So again, April is going to be an amazing month. We
It is.
have Viking Fest and we got the installation.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to both. and then we'll quickly move into the month of May with graduation.
Oh,
So,
man.
yeah, it just
Right
keeps
back.
going.
It doesn't stop.
Yeah. Well, I think of that song, "Ain't No Stopping Us Now."
That's true.
And when I think about the major contribution we got from Mackenzie Scott, and the things that are happening this month or has happened this month, everything from the CIAA and other activities. And then April is going to be just as busy, and so
Yes.
will May as well. A lot of great things happening at
It
the
is.
university. In fact, I say small university, but big ideas and big things happening
That's
as
true.
well. And so I want to
agree.
thank you, sir, not
Absolutely.
only for what you do, supporting myself as chancellor, but just being a truly awesome planner, contributor, and alum
Oh, yeah.
of ECSU. So I'm very appreciative of that, and thank you for
sir.
being here.
Absolutely, I appreciate it.
So thank you, everyone. Again, Conversations with the Chancellor with our special guest, Mr. Robert Boone. We look forward to seeing you again with another special guest hosted by myself, Chancellor Keith Hargrove. So for now, thank you for being with us, and I will end with Viking Pride, Viking Pride, Viking Pride.
Chancellor, another wonderful episode of Conversations with the Chancellor. The next time we have a show, installation will be complete and you'll be installed as the Chancellor, but I know you're looking forward to that celebration
Wow,
too.
yeah, it'll be official then,
Yes.
right? It'll be official.
so.
I'm not sure I've been working for free, but yes, it'll be official. I'm looking forward to that event. Looking forward to my family and friends being there. I look forward to the community and family and friends, representatives from the UNC system office,
that's great.
my other colleagues, chancellors across the state. Looking forward to just such an amazing event. And it also gives me an opportunity to share some insights. I'll be speaking again.
Yes.
And talk about the university and the vision of the institution.
Yeah.
So I hope all of our listeners will be there. And April the 24th, 10 a.m. There are some other events that's also scheduled a couple days before, but the main event is April 24th, 10 o'clock. And hope to see you all there.
It's going to be outstanding. If you missed out on any parts of today's show, you want to catch up on past episodes of Conversations with the Chancellor, just go to our YouTube channel and check it out anytime. Chancellor, thank you so much for making this show happen. We'll see you next month.
Pleasure is mine.
Yes, indeed. We'll see you next time for Conversations with the Chancellor.
Viking Pride.